Hello, everybody. Is everybody having a good time? I might ask that a couple more times today. So does anybody out there know what time it is now? No. Nobody knows what time it is? Nobody? Come on, it's raffle time. So pay attention. Wrong cue. Come on, raffle time. There we go. Almost, Jamie, almost. So pay attention. We're giving away prizes. So all of you guys there in the back, pay attention. If you win a prize, we'd like you to take it. I can't tell you how many times prizes go unclaimed. So try to pay attention. I'm trying to get everybody's attention. We're getting ready to give away some free shit. Take it with you. Now, if you're watching at home, you're automatically entered. If we do call your name and you win a prize, someone will reach out to you, hopefully sometime next week, to coordinate possible shipping fees and to make sure we're shipping your prize to the right address. So here we go. The first prize, prize number 1, is a La Polina travel case and ceramic ashtray by the fine folks over at La Polina. And we're going to see who that winner of that prize is. Let's take a look. Troy Hudson from Georgia, virtually at home. Troy, you won. Congratulations. Someone will be in touch with you early next week. Prize number 2 from the fine folks over at AJ Fernandez, a 50-count Enclave humidor. And we're going to see who the winner of that prize is right now. Damn, they need to pick a better font. Charles something. I can't read that shit. Holy cow. Charles, we know who you are. I didn't even read the state, but we'll find you, Charles. Did anybody notice, was it live or virtual? California? Congratulations, Charles. I was too busy trying to figure out what that last name was. Congratulations, Charles. We'll be out to reach out to you next week. Prize number 3, a bar humidor and a box of San Miguel cigars from the fine folks over at Gurkha Cigars. Let's see who the lucky winner of that is. Daniel Zabala, Florida, live. Daniel Zabala, I hear some cheering, so somebody knows where he is. Daniel Zabala, make your way down to the stage or close to, over here in the corner where the security is. Daniel Zabala will get you that prize. Congratulations. Prize number 4, are there any golfers here in Florida? They're stretching for the soon to die. Anyways, Matt Canuto has offered this golf bag and travel cover. It's actually a pretty epic package, and we're going to see who the lucky prize winner of that is right now. Another Floridian, David Hatfield. David Hatfield, if you're in the house. David Hatfield. Make your way down to the corner over here where security is so we can get you your prize. And the final prize in this segment, but before I do it, just want to give you guys a reminder. Please take a moment to visit your favorite manufacturers in the back. If you haven't, this event doesn't happen without them, so please visit them, support them if you can. Also, we got some wonderful vendors selling some awesome stuff. There's an artist over there that's painting pictures on tobacco leaves. It's actually pretty wild. So there's some cool stuff. And do not forget to go over to the Glambot station. This is like the newest social media thing they got going on. It's the Glambot, but take it, post, TGS 2025, have fun. Let's give away this final prize. Romeo and Julieta Yeti Cooler. That's to keep more of your booze in. Here we go. Let's see who the lucky winner of this prize is. Hollenberg. Wow, Floridians in the house. Joe Hollenberg. Joe, if you're here, please head down to the main stage and check it out. Other than that, I hope everybody's having a great time. We're going to do this 4 more times today, so don't worry. You still got a shot of winning some cool stuff. And as I talked about vendors over there, we got Kim Keeney out. We got Kim Keeney out there that's interviewing, and we'll be talking to some of our vendors. So we're going to send it over to Kim.
Okay, so there are amazing cigar companies here, but other than that, we have some vendors of some different types of things. Let me see if I can steal some away. Can I grab you for a minute? Why don't you introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about what your company is doing here today?
My name is John Garcia. I'm based right here in South Florida. I've been coming to the Great Smoke for 20 years. And you know, any golfer likes a good cigar, so we brought our golf game, Table Golf Association.
I love that. I'm going to have to come back and play later. It was very nice to meet you. I appreciate everybody come out and check out all of this. Let's see what else we have. So this, I'm going to tell you guys, I'm definitely going to be coming back to this booth and taking stuff. Ladies, could I grab you for a minute? Introduce yourself, introduce your company, and tell us what you have going on today.
Okay, I am Stacy with Smoke the Collection. We're out of Charlotte, North Carolina. We actually do the handmade jewelry that comes with labels. These are the actual labels with some of your favorite brands on them, Placencia, Fuente. We got the official Smoke Inn bracelets this year. And please come by and check us out.
I love it. If you're here, guys, come check it out. I would love if someone bought me a bracelet, so I wouldn't be mad. Just come find me, everybody, okay? Thank you very much. So now we have a couple different vendors. We met him earlier. We all know Mitch from Distinguished Ruffians. Let me see if I can steal him away because he loves his cigar club, but everybody has to have a 9 to 5. Hey, Mitch, he's busy. So I'm going to introduce his brand a little bit. He's got hearing aids. Everybody, listen, my boyfriend cannot hear me. I already told him this booth was put here just for him. We're going to have him. Mitch, do you have a minute to come speak with me? Hold on, I'm going to steal him away. I'm sorry. Mitch, let us know what you are doing here with this. I told them you love Distinguished Ruffians, but you got to have 9 to 5. Everybody has to.
So Distinguished Ruffians, that was what I started as a social club. And then it grew into a cigar business, very, very micro boutique. I'm going to say that. I put out maybe 5,000 cigars a year. But what pays the bills is my hearing center. I'm both a licensed board-certified optician as well as a hearing instrument specialist. I have an office in Tequesta where I am a complete independent agent. I can sell any hearing aid I want to. I'm not locked into any particular brand. I do a free no charge, complimentary, comprehensive hearing test for everyone who wants to come in. So if somebody you know needs a hearing test, send them my way. I'll be happy to see them. Won't cost them a thing.
Great. So I'm going to send my boyfriend over to visit you ASAP because conveniently he can never hear me. Crazy. Michael, what are you doing up on stage? I heard that... Do you have one of my buddies over there? Somebody I already talked to?
I sure do, Kim. I have the one and only Eric Espinoza.
Oh, yeah.
I think we're going live. Great. Ladies and gentlemen, am I in the room? I have audio in my ear. Do I have audio in the room?
Testing, 1, 2, 3.
There you go. Guys, you having fun? We need people at home. So just so you all know, we are broadcasting live on Facebook and YouTube with 1,000 additional attendees doing this virtually. So let's let them know how much fun you're having. Are you having fun? There you go. Now it's at least in my ear.
Are you having fun?
All right. Thank you, Eric. The one and only Eric Espinoza. Eric, you are one of the busiest guys in this business. And let's face it, you're so busy that you're actually flying out of here directly to the airport. Where are you going?
I'm going to Columbus, Ohio.
Is that a straight flight? Can you make it?
No, I'm going to Charlotte, but they're having some thunderstorms and stuff.
Oh, boy.
I don't know.
Well, hopefully you make it. Listen, Eric, we've known each other a long time. And funny enough, we just bumped into each other on the way to Nicaragua. What was that, last week? 2 weeks ago. It's 13 years of La Zona. I mean, that's an unbelievable run. And I think a lot of us, when we think of you, I mean, we feel like we've known you so long. You've been in the industry a long time, but just 13 with La Zona. one of the things that I think is so interesting is you make a lot of great cigars in your factory, but you also work with other factories like AJ. And I'm curious, how do you balance that relationship of making your own cigars your own way in your own factory, and then at the same time working with a manufacturer like AJ, for example, to create products that meet your standard but are in a completely different operation?
That's actually a great question. So as a mediocre size factory, you know, they always sell you, they want to sell you 20 bales of good stuff and then 10 of not so good stuff. And I'm a firm believer, whatever you do in your life, you either do it the right way or you don't do it at all. So what am I going to do with that shitty tobacco? So I said to myself, you know, I called AJ, I will buy wrapper from him, and he said, you only want my best wrapper. And I said, yeah, that's what I want to put in my cigars. And he asked me, well, why don't you let me make some of them for you? And I thought about it, and we worked out a price, and you know, and we started that relationship.
And what year was this?
This was about 8 years ago.
But it's also interesting because prior to La Zona, you were working with other factories that were making brands for you, and then you went all in for the factory.
Well, you know, this guy buys the best tobacco in the world, okay? You know, you go down to Nicaragua, you see all that, and, you know, and he's no different than we are. He's a very anal human being, and doesn't like to cut corners. I like to associate myself with people the same way. If you love what you do for a living, you'll never work a day in your life. And we implement that. We sort out the best possible tobacco we can. You know, I like to cook also. It has nothing to do with Guy Fieri. I like to cook. Not that I know how to cook good, but I like to cook. When you use good ingredients, you have a better chance of your meal coming out better. So we implement that in the cigars.
And whether you're doing that in your own factory or you're doing that in your partner factories, you have the ability to influence what tobaccos are being used. You're able to look at that pre-industry work, taste the tobaccos first, look at the fermentation, look at the aging, and make the assessment for that ingredient before you use it.
Oh, absolutely. You know, we take our time. You know, people ask me, how long does it take you to make a blend? You know, well, listen, every year the crop varies. If it rains a lot, if there's not enough sun, and what have you. So when you're making blends and you're creating blends, even though you get the tobacco, you know this, from the same farm, it doesn't mean it has the same flavor, same strength. So then you got to go to a higher priming. You know, it takes a lot to make cigars. And yes, we're down there all the time and trying to make sure that everything is done right.
When you look back to your early days, I mean, you started in the 1990s as a sales rep, as a broker, then EO brands, right? Early 2000s. Now you have your own factory. But think back to your early days, being a rep, being a broker, just really getting your feet wet in the cigar industry. At that time, were you envisioning one day, I'm going to own a factory in Nicaragua, I'm going to have all these brands, I'm going to sit on the stage, people are going to buy my cigars all over the country? What were your early aspirations when you started in the industry?
Well, I really didn't want to have my own factory. I didn't want to do any of this. I was sort of forced. Being a rep, I would win Salesman of the Year all the time, and I would get a pink slip and a bonus check, you know, at the same time. And without
mentioning a pink slip and
a pink slip
right.
and a bonus check. And I asked the guy, I said, how do you fire the guy that made you the most amount of money? And he says, well, I can hire somebody for half what I'm paying you. So I said to myself, you know what? It's time, you know? I'm one of the few fathers out there. I went and I grabbed my son out of college. You know, I asked him, hey, what are you taking? Can you take this online? You know, not a vision. I said, listen, a lot of people out here have done it. You know, why can't we? I had a lot of contacts. I knew a lot of people. And we started. And then I didn't want to start to have a factory. It just happened to work out that way, you know? And sometimes I say to myself, how do I get here? How did I get here? You know, how do I have my own factory? How did we get here? You know, and sometimes I just pinch myself to see if it's a dream or it's reality.
It is a lot of work. You mentioned your son. Your son has really gotten involved in the last few years. So back in your early days, of course, you didn't imagine there was a pathway even for your son or anyone in your family to continue on. But now you've developed your factory, which means you've started a legacy, and now the next generation is working in that business and in the legacy. What does it mean to you now to look back and to be working with your son so closely?
It's a beautiful thing. I mean, you know, it's funny, when we first started, I knew my role, because I've always been in sales. I didn't know what role he was going to do. So as time went by, now, you know, he creates most of the packaging, the advertising. He's in charge of practically the whole office. But, you know, some of these beautiful warhead lighters you see, he created that. You know, the box of warhead that's a shark, you know, he created that. You know, it's the greatest feeling when you're working. You know, I judge a man how he is as a father. Because if you're not a good father, you cannot be a good friend. So, you know, he's next to me. You know, I see him almost every day when I'm in town. And I got 2 beautiful grandkids, you know, and it's just a beautiful thing. I wouldn't want to have it any other way.
You've got a lot of great cigars over the last few years. Let's talk about your most recent releases. What are you most proud of that's in market right now, and what can we look forward to this year?
I think it's the knuckle sandwich that we make for Guy. You know, he's a great human being. He was here last year, you know, but when you deal with a celebrity at that stature, you know, you got to go through a lot of ringers. You got to go through a lot of things, a lot of people, you know. And basically, a lot, it's, you know, we're on the same page, you know. He lets me do what I do. He does what he does, you know, and we meet in the middle, you know, because everything has to be done the right color. Is it the, you know, the right format? Everything has to click, you know, and they have to approve it. Not even him, it's his guys, you know. And it was a challenge in the beginning, but now it just runs so smooth, you know. It took time to create what we've created, but now it's on automatic pilot, you know.
And is there anything in the pipeline that you can talk about that you're excited about?
Oh, yeah, we're going to do a new one for him at the trade show. It's an all-Nicaraguan Puro. It's a beautiful box, a beautiful cigar. And we got so many new things that we're doing that I can't talk about, but I can tell you about that one. But, you know, it's a great feeling that, you know. And we're in New Orleans this year.
Yes, sir. It's going to be a great show. I'm excited. Ladies and gentlemen, you can find the Espinosa cigars in the back. Cigars are for sale. There's deals. There's all kinds of great stuff happening. Ladies and gentlemen, please, a big Great Smoke round of applause for Mr. Eric Espinosa. Eric,
thank you.
Thank you for joining us on stage.
Thank
for those
you,
of you following at home, please stay on. Follow
so before
along.
I go, there's a little situation here. I've been here for 20 years. Have you guys seen me here for 20 years? All right, you guys go ahead and tell Abe that, all right?
We got we got Abe coming. Hold on.
Here we go.
Boy. Oh boy.
I need sound.
Here we go.
Here
we go.
Hey, we got to get Abe's mic on, but in the meantime,
Yeah,
it's
you
awfully
sound.
nice to hear him quiet. How about a round of applause for our host, Mr. Abe DeBabna, guys?
Hello. Okay. So, I know you're saying this. Do you want to bet a signed dollar bill?
No, I'm not a gambler, bro.
Listen. No, seriously, I can't tell if you're like just trying to bust my balls or you really believe you did not miss a year.
I don't believe.
Then
I
bet
missed
on
a
it.
year.
No. Let's be clear. I want no confusion, so this is videotape. The bet is that your company, as a company, did not come to the Great Smoke 1 year.
My son was getting married 1 year. I went to the wedding. I don't know if my company was here or not, but I definitely was here in spirit.
Oh.
So that's got to count.
So are you saying you admit that you weren't here 1 year?
Listen to me. If one of your beautiful daughters decides to get married at the same date of the Great Smoke, where the hell are you going to be?
Hold on. The difference is I'll remember not being here.
That was a long time ago.
Don't worry. Listen, I said it earlier during the broadcast, but Eric didn't get to hear it. We have videotape footage of him on KMA talking about missing the first Great Smoke. So I will post this on social media this weekend, early next week. When you get it, everybody here, tag Eric Espinosa. Everybody in the room, tag Eric Espinosa.
And if you don't believe Abe, call him in his cell phone. It's 954.
Guys, Abe DeBabna, Eric Espinosa,
Thank you,
the
brother.
Great Smoke 2025. We're going to go back to Kim. We'll see you guys in a bit.
I just know if I am ever going to get married again, I am going to call Abe first, and I will book the date with him before I book anything for the wedding, because I am not getting in trouble like that. So, I'm back at the vendors. I have some really cool stuff. Guys, if you like art, I have some really cool stuff. Tobacco leaves painting on tobacco leaves, on leather, all types of stuff. Why don't you introduce us and tell us a little bit about your art?
Hi, my name is Elena Ruseva. I created, I guess, the largest art collection dedicated to men, to masculinity, special art for men, which cheering all power and everything what guys can do for this world. So I painted on tobacco leaves, on a whiskey barrel tops, on a copper sheet, and my last piece is alligator skin. It's something absolutely unique. I hope people will enjoy it here.
I love it. Everybody come check it out. So a couple different things we have here. If anybody wants some clothing items, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bump into you. I'm just causing trouble. My buddy is here, and I have been friends with him for years. This is James. I'm gonna interrupt your sale. You got to introduce yourself and tell the people what you're here doing.
Hey, how you doing, man? I'm James Lee, the owner and creator of Cigar Porn, and we're here at Great Smoke, having a good time, selling dope products, and we got ashtray, condoms, hats, and T-shirts.
Hey, this was like one of the very first companies that ever I got a T-shirt from in the cigar industry. I love them. Go support them. Come see James. He is a salt of the earth type of man. Okay, now everybody has already met Evan. We know Red Meat Lovers Club is beyond amazing, but he has his own booth this year. And I see him sneaking behind. Evan, just come out front. Why are you sneaking? Okay, so we have a booth this year. What are we doing at the booth?
So today is the first time we're launching through pepperpalace.com our delicious steak sauce. And everyone can buy that at pepperpalace.com. And then the barbecue sauce right there. And then the hashtag #MeatToo movement is going on. It's sweeping the nation. It swept the Great Smoke last night with Steve Sacco. We had a lot of fun. Big dinners is what we do.
Hey, I'm here for it. We do cookouts at my house every Sunday, so I'm definitely picking up some steak sauce, and we're going to bring that to the party on Sunday.
It's not a party or barbecue without the Red Meat Lovers Club steak sauce and barbecue sauce.
I'm here for it. Everybody loves Evan. We love Red Meat Lovers Club, and we love all the meat.
Showcasing.
Hold on. I'm rubbing for good luck, right? All right, over here, everybody. You smoke in your garage, you smoke at home, and what do? What is your purification system? And I'm going to say, maybe some of you know a little bit about Rabbit Air. These purifications are amazing, but let's hear it from the people that are here supporting them today. Introduce yourself and introduce your brand.
Hi, I'm Nathan from Rabbit Air. We're an air purifier company for your environmental needs, for your smoke lounge, for your man cave. Helps you with your air circulation. If you're ever looking to buy an air purifier, just check us out on Google or Amazon.
I love that. Keep the air clean. Come on, guys. We all smoke in our houses. You got to do what you got to do. Get a Rabbit Air. I love it. I have one at home. That thing is amazing. I love it. Okay, we have one more. Cigar Snob. Half of you have read this magazine, right? Let me see if I can grab somebody from Cigar Snob. Can you tell us your name? Tell us a little bit about what you have going on here today.
Well, my name's Ivan, and I'm with Cigar Snob magazine. This is our 19th year. Actually, our 18th year coming to the Great Smoke, and it's gotten bigger and better every year.
I'm sorry, but I love a business that supports an event like this. 18 years, you said? See, that's amazing. 18 years. Guys, if the customers are supporting, the businesses are supporting, 18 years, that's a long time. Next year is going to be the 20th year. We love this event. Now, do I have Abe at the stage right now? Do you have something going on up there? Because I see you up there in a throne. Are you a king?
Welcome. I got no mic. Hello. There we go. Welcome back, everybody. Honest Dave here on stage again. It was really the only way I could sit down for about 3 minutes, to be honest with you. I'm sitting here on stage because when I thought of the digital experience back in 2020, right, in the depths of the pandemic, and I was envisioning, for those of you who don't know, the virtual Great Smoke, for you people watching at home, was a byproduct of the pandemic, right? We couldn't have this in-person event that you're all enjoying, and we wanted to do something really special. So we had really a historical broadcast done in the most epic fashion, and we called it the Digital Experience. And you can still find it on social media. It's the Great Smoke 2021 Digital Experience. But when I was envisioning this project, I really knew that this would be something, it was an almost 8-hour broadcast. And I knew it would be really something hard to try to carry on my own. And it was very important to me to find the right person, and that list was really, really short, that I thought would be able to carry the event. And my first choice was the man sitting to my right. I've known Michael for many, many years. We've been in the industry together many, many years. At one point, we were the young pups in the industry. Now we're, I don't know what you call it, but yeah, we're the youngest old guys in the industry now. But Michael, who at that time was still with Nat Sherman, coming toward the end of that ride, and no questions asked, didn't want anything, really coordinated, take time out and come down and do the Great Smoke 2021 digital experience. Michael immediately fell in love. I'll never forget when we finished that broadcast, we were exhausted. It was 8 hours without a break. We barely got to eat anything. We barely swigged water. I think at one time we shared a half a protein bar.
We shared one power bar.
Together, like off camera. We're exhausted afterwards. We're looking, and I said, let me ask him now. And I leaned over. I said, hey, Mike, are you interested in doing this again next year? And he looked at me and he says, are you really asking me? So Michael is literally, without a doubt, weaved in and part of this digital experience, part of the Great Smoke as an event. And he really is up here all the time interviewing people. Well, in between me asking him to do the digital experience in 2021 and him actually flying out to do it, Michael ventured on his own the very first time, began a company called Variotego Cigars. And in all the years, the last few years, we've been doing digital broadcasts and talking to all our friends at home. No one's ever talked to Michael about it. So I decided to steal the stage, mostly so I could sit down for a few minutes, and talk to my good friend about his journey with his cigar company and his brand since its inception. So, Michael Herklotz.
Thank you.
So, I mean, look, I remember you talking to me, nervous. Look, as somebody who's been an entrepreneur really most of my life, right? I wasn't that person who worked for a company or worked for an organization. I mean, I just really just took that route. But I've seen it. I've seen it with people who worked with me, some former employees who own smoke-ins now. That's not a comfortable step for anybody. And what was really going on through your mind at that point? I mean, was it something you were 100% sure on? And if you weren't 100% sure on, what pushed you over that edge?
Look, I've been very fortunate in my career. This is 26 years in the business. And I've been very fortunate to have worked for great companies. I worked for Davidoff for almost 10 years. I worked for Nat Sherman for almost 10 years. And so at the conclusion of Nat Sherman, as I was looking what was going to be next, I had a lot of conversations with a lot of friends in the industry. What opportunities were available, what companies might be the right fit. And what was most reassuring was speaking to incredibly talented either business leaders or company owners who all said, why aren't you doing your own thing? You know what you're doing, you've done it before, this is your opportunity. If you're gonna do it now. And so I was reassured by so many folks that this is the right decision. And then speaking with the factories that I had worked with for so long, Plasencia, Quesada, Davidoff with Camacho, they all agreed, if you're going to do it, we got you. And they did.
I know your years of experience, right? And that also kind of, it's not like somebody coming in cold, right? You have some knowledge, you have some background, you know, you kind of seen other people fumble, make mistakes, or did you experience any of that? Oh shit, I didn't see that coming, or anything in your early days that, you know?
This whole thing has been, oh shit, I didn't see that coming.
Right?
I mean, we've been doing it, you know, there's always something that you don't expect that comes out of nowhere. This is not an easy thing.
No.
You know, nothing works on time, nothing is on a schedule, so you have to be agile, you have to drink a lot, you have to, you know, do whatever it takes. But, you know, despite that all, it's just been an incredible run. I mean, we're only three and a half years in market.
Right.
So we're still very, very new. But despite our youth, it's been very successful. The Ferriotego brand has found its place as a new brand. We also then acquired the old brands and blends that I had worked on for many years. So the Timeless collection is fully back. The Metropolitan selection is fully back. And so now as this very new company, we're able to have this incredibly robust portfolio of blends from 3 different countries of origin, which there's not many brands that can say they make in all 3 countries. And doing that allows us to really create very unique and different experiences for each brand and blend from each country. And so it takes a little bit of discovery to taste through the portfolio, because if you had a Metropolitan host and you don't love something sweet,
right,
you may not like the host, but you will still love Ferriotego. You just need to find which blend is for you. And that might be the Timeless Supreme from Nicaragua, or it might be the Ferriotego Elegancia from Dominican. But because of that breadth and that diversity of style, we really can satisfy any palate, any moment, any time.
You know, it's really funny because I was in New York in November, and I'm outside the hotel waiting for my wife. She was finishing getting dressed, and I hear somebody go, "Abe!" I'm in the middle of New York City. I'm like, no. And I hear Abe again, and I look, and it's you.
In my car,
in your car,
with my kids in the back seat.
With your kids in his back seat, taking them to go see The Lion King. So another thing, because I know you're a family man. I know how you are with your children. Doing what you do is hard, because people don't realize you're not really just making the cigars and building the brands. You're out there promoting it, which is a lot of travel time. How has that been on your life? Was it more than you expected? Is it taking your toll? Has the family started, where's dad? Because look, it's rough. I know, because I was building stores when my kids were young, and you get to the point where they start asking you, "Am I going to see you tonight?" It gets hard.
It is hard. I'll answer it 2 ways, because my background is music. I always planned on being on tour. That's part of being a musician. You hit the road. But in my pursuit of music, I never really imagined, getting married, having children, and living in the suburbs. So a lot of things changed. That said, man, of course it's tough to go away from home. But what's been so great is that we're doing it for us. That we're not just doing it to keep a job. We're doing it because this is a small family business. It's my family. My business partner, Brendan, who's over at the Zeno booth. We're all in together, and listen, being on the road 45 weeks it's a lot of time to be gone.
It's a lot.
But, I say to my wife and kids all the time, when you see a picture of me at the Great Smoke or in a store, you're gonna see a smile on my face, and you're gonna see me with people that I love. But rest assured, I would rather be home with you. In fact, my daughter has a dance competition right now that I'm going to miss, but she's going to kick ass. And I just said to her right before we came on, I said, "Baby, I wish I was there, but I hope you have a great show." And she looks at me and she goes, "I know, Daddy. I hope you have a great show too."
That's the best.
And there's There's going to be more things that I miss, but there's going to be more things that I see. And in the meantime, we got to hit the road. We have to build this brand. We have to tell our story. And hopefully, the Ferio Tego story is one that resonates with some of you. And hopefully, you find a blend or a brand that you love within our portfolio. And if you do, then make it worth my trip and share the story and tell someone how much you love it. Take a picture of it, tag it, because when you give people permission to love something, it is easier for them to fall in love at first. And we've seen that with this event. You've seen it in your stores, and we've seen it with our company. And the power that consumers have to help build a business simply by sharing an authentic love and affection for something is really immeasurable.
Have you ever sat, have the kids ever watched the broadcast?
They've seen pieces.
Yeah?
Yeah, they have seen pieces, and they've seen podcasts, and they've seen reviews.
Right.
And they've also seen scathing reviews, you know, and they watched a video once where a guy was going on and on about what a loser I am and how full of shit I am and how my cigars suck. And my daughter walked by and she was like, "Is he talking about you?" And I said, "Yeah." And they said, "Do you know him?" And I said, "No." And they said, "Well, doesn't that hurt your feelings?" And I said, "Watch this." And I closed my laptop.
There you go.
And I said, that doesn't exist in the real world. That just exists here. What exists in the real world is being in a place like this and getting hugs from the people that you see year after year after year. And when I get to see you guys and you say, "Hey, you're doing great," or you walk up with a box of Ferio Tego and you say, "Hey, will you sign this?" Man, that's the stuff that's reassuring, not some jerk off behind a keyboard who thinks, you know, he's brave. That's not brave. Coming here and sitting with you guys for 5 hours, that's fucking brave, let me tell you.
Especially if you're sitting next to Vince Benetti, that's really brave. So, look, I want everybody to know that this segment right here that we're doing is not on that timeline. Michael didn't know I was going to do this. You know, he's never expected this doing this event. He does this event, he flies down here because he loves this event. So I really thought we owed it to him to let him talk a little bit about more of his story. If you haven't tried his cigars, try them. There's some over at the Davidoff booths, right?
Yeah, right in the corner over there, the big Xeno sign.
Davidoff does it. Well, that's another thing too, right? So you worked for Davidoff for many, many years, and your cigars now are distributed through Davidoff.
We're distributed by Davidoff, and it's important to point out they don't own us. They manufacture one of our blends.
Right.
But the company is owned by Brendan and I. But what an incredible endorsement for a small family business to be distributed by the global leader of luxury cigars. It's an unbelievable opportunity. We have a great partnership. Their team is incredible, and we're very, very fortunate.
Well, Michael, as always, I, as a personal friend, wish you continued success.
Thank you.
And greater success.
Thank you.
You know, like I said, please check out Ferio Tego Cigars if you haven't. Otherwise, we got a lot more fun stuff coming up. All right? So keep yourselves energized, keep yourselves hydrated, because there's a lot more great smoke to come right after this.
Thank you all.
Whoops, your cousin from Boston. I did not see that coming. Anyway, Sam Adams Wicked Hazy IPA. Juicy, right? Can we not tell my mom about this?
Hey, buddy. Look at it.
Yellowstone. Bourbon for all.
Greetings and salutations. 'Tis the Duffmeister proclaiming to all, Prithee, affix yourselves to thine seats. That's kind of hot.
Ooh-wee. Everybody
next,
guess
Michael
where
Herklotz
me and Paul
takes
are.
the main
This is
stage.
my favorite part of the Great Smoke.
If you have watched this show for years, you know exactly what we're excited for. We are on Whiskey Row. Ooh. We are very excited. So
We've already started a little bit. I'm not going to lie. We've tried a little bit.
In true tradition, we're going to take a shot as far as we can get before the cameras cut us off. And we have Le Brut.
It is. We already sipped it. It's
It was
delicious.
delicious.
But we're going to be
Cheers.
classy, like the royalty we are.
Pinkies up.
Oh, Michael, you're missing out.
Oh.
This is delicious.
Hi. Michael.
So check this out. Hi, how are
always
you?
miss it. And then behind this,
Oh,
I
we're
believe
moving on?
I believe we have oh wait, they're ready for us.
Oh, look.
Paul, I'm gonna hand it to you.
Okay.
We
well,
have
you are a bar wench today. Isn't that your theme?
yes, I am a bar wench.
So what are we trying?
This is Deep Eddy's hard seltzer. So if you guys are here in person, cheers.
Cheers.
Ooh. Oh,
Wow,
I
that
had
is
grapefruit.
Very refreshing.
That was great. I will take 64 of them out by the pool every summer. If anyone, because Schmokini, you know I love a good bikini. If you guys want to give me 64 packs of that, I'm good.
All right, great. We'll keep moving. Oh, it is. Look
we're-
at this. Just take a look
guys,
at the crowd,
look at
guys.
the crowd.
It is packed here, but in a good way. Everybody's having a great time. We're gonna sneak around. Kim, follow me this way. We're gonna sneak around to where there's not as much of a crowd. I don't know. Michael usually tries to sneak down here, but I don't know that he's gonna be able to. Kim, let's pop in here.
Unfortunately, with the crowd, you can't see Paul. I'm tall enough. You can see me, but you can't see Paul because
I blend in
he's
as
short.
the short man.
He's the short man. So over here,
Here,
we
let's
have
sneak
some
in here.
rum.
Excuse us, guys.
We have
Flor de Caña.
de Caña. Oh, I'm
we
here
love
for it.
Flor de Caña.
So if anybody wants to come with us, everybody, if you are watching this and you are here in person, I hope you come down and take a shot with us because it's lonely when it's just me and Paul. We miss having all our friends. So if you're here, come find us. Let's do a shot together.
Oh, they
Let's
just asked
smoke
me.
a cigar.
My legs are weak. They asked if we wanted the 12 or 18. We're gonna try the 18, obviously.
Did they ID him because he was too short?
Neat, please.
Neat. No, we are neat people.
We are neat people.
Love it neat.
Oh man, I can smell it from here.
Oh wait, not that big, but okay. Yep.
Well, that's
it's,
okay.
It's a full shot. Yep. I was just wanting a little
It's
bit.
perfectly
but
fine.
Here we are.
There you go, Kim.
Oh goodness.
So listen, a little known fact about me is that I love Flor de Caña.
Cheers, everybody.
Here we go. And this is the 18
Volcano.
and an active volcano.
I'm here for it.
I mean, I love a volcano.
Guys, let's keep going. Let's see what else we have. All right, do I have any whiskey fans out there? If you are a whiskey fan, please
Show
let me
the
know.
hearts.
Send the hearts.
Yeah, show the hearts.
Send whatever you want. I love a good whiskey, and I had a couple different things earlier.
Here, I'll sneak
There
in
is some
here.
whiskey. There is some mezcal here. If you like a twisted tea, I personally am a big fan of a shotgun version of a twisted tea. If you know how to do it, I really hope you post video of you shotgunning a twisted.
What is this again that we're gonna try?
What did Paul just put in my hand?
Duke and Dame salted caramel whiskey. It's 100% corn whiskey, bottled or distilled in Jacksonville, Florida.
Salted
bottled in
caramel
Miami.
whiskey.
Only 1 gram of
Do
sugar
you
per
really
serving.
need to say
Rated number
anything
3 in the
more?
world.
Paul
Perfect.
is still
Thank
talking.
you. Sorry, I just.
Salted
it
caramel.
smells amazing.
I feel like it's gonna taste like a pretzel.
It tastes like
Oh
heaven.
yeah.
It's
100%.
candy. And only
Delicioso.
1 gram of sugar. So like I'm not cheating on my diet, Kim. Let's sneak back this way.
The diet. Well, and here we go. We
Oh,
have
boy.
McCormick Irish Cream. Are you ready?
All right.
We're stealing.
Here we
McCormick
go.
Irish. Cheers.
Cheers to everyone
Paul.
out there. I
Love
hope you're
it.
cheersing with us at home.
All right, let's keep it moving. Let's see what else. What else can we
Oh,
find?
wait.
Do I have any tequila fans in the
Oh,
house?
wait,
we have
this
a
is Kim's
mezcal over
jam.
here. This is my jam.
You love mezcal, don't you? And I
Listen.
think we might have a special guest running over here to help with us. But can we
Can
try?
we get 2 small shots, please? We would love it.
Well, 3 because
We
Michael's
would
going to come
love
join
it.
us as well.
Hey, how do you say the name of this brand?
Murakami.
Oh.
Murakami. And what are we going to try?
So we're going to try the Blanco, the Reposado, and the Añejo today.
Oh, whoa. We're
we
just
need
trying
one.
one. Sir, we're trying one.
For 3 people. For 3
we are
people. What
trying
do you recommend
one.
we try?
That was dangerous.
I would
Michael,
go
please
Reposado
join
right
us
down the
because
middle.
he just
9
tried
months
to
rested in
pawn
oak,
3
New
shots of
American
tequila
oak.
off on us,
Okay.
and that was
So
scary.
we're going to try the Reposado. You can
Okay,
drink
I'm
that
good
because
with
it's
Reposado.
technically not a brown liquor. That's true. Right? Yeah, you're welcome.
You know what I actually love? I love an espresso martini with Reposado tequila.
You know, that's funny.
It is my
I know
absolute
people
favorite
that
way
love
to
that.
have an espresso martini. Absolutely,
Kim,
I love it.
Here you go.
Oh, thank you, sir. What a gentleman.
Michael?
I love that. All right, so everybody
you
at
so
home,
much.
I
This is
hope
the
you guys
Reposado.
are going shot for shot with us. Cheers.
I hope so. Michael, thank you for joining us.
By the way,
as usual.
take pictures of what you're drinking at home and
Oh.
post them because I want to see.
Yeah, and give
Tag
us the
all
love.
of us in it. Tag
Tag
Great
us.
Smoke.
Let's tag all of us.
Oh,
Hashtag
okay, Paul, go ahead.
Raging Alcoholics. Cheers.
Wow.
You went all the way down. Just
Oh, I'm here for it.
That is delicious.
I'm here for
Now,
it.
do you recommend that this is enjoyed rapidly in one sip the way my friend Paul did, or do you recommend a slower, more delicate relationship?
The answer to that is always going to be specific to the kind of person that and the kind of drink that you want to have on any given day.
That's the right answer. I think you can see what kind of person I am
however
and
you
what kind
guys
of person
enjoy
Paul
it
is.
however you want.
Listen, I was nervous.
Gentleman,
That's delicious.
savage.
It's good.
You know what I mean?
It's good.
That's the difference.
All right, let's keep it.
Sipper,
What else do we have,
pounder.
guys?
Oh, we
And
have 1 or 2
Thank
more.
you.
Kim, where did we prep for it? I don't know who we prepped.
We got to go. So I got to let you guys know, if you are not a liquor drinker, we also have beer. There's Sapporo here. We have Twisted Tea. And if you want a low-calorie drink, Sun Cruiser is here. And I'm not going to lie, Sun Cruiser is one of my jams back at home.
Kim,
All right,
let's go
so-
to Sun Cruiser, Kim.
Let's go to Sun Cruiser. Why
Because
not?
Kim and I, both being Floridians, like we
Oh.
have fallen in love with this drink.
Oh, I'm here for it. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Every Publix has a Sun Cruiser moment. So we're going to get Sun Cruisers. You get a Sun Cruiser. I'm going to get a Sapporo.
Oh, you're gonna get a Sapporo? Well, I love Sapporo as well. But what we've noticed about Sun Cruiser is it is the perfect drink to have next to the pool, right? We're South Floridians, so we
Okay.
both have pools.
I'm not gonna lie. I live in redneck territory, so I have a pond, and we all swim in the pond.
Wait, you
But-
go in the pond?
Yes. Are you crazy? Yes, of course.
It's not a cement pond; it's a pond.
No, it's an actual pond. Like there's fish. We go fishing in it.
Wow! And then you swim in it.
I'm a redneck. Yes.
Wow!
that's fine.
I'm learning something new right now.
Listen, I live in Loxahatchee. This is how the life is out there,
But
man.
we live in the same town, but kind of different areas, right?
You're in a gated neighborhood in my town. You are not in real Loxahatchee.
We invaded.
But in my part of Loxahatchee, when we do Sun Cruisers, it is a shotgun type of drinking it, and we love it. It's a good time, and it's low calorie, low sugar. We love it. It's so
right
nice.
behind you, they're ready.
Oh,
All right, we'll
Oh,
take a
okay,
sip,
okay.
and then we gotta. Well, we can
Cheers.
stay here, right? And they
Listen.
can do their thing.
we love Sapporo. We love Twisted Tea.
We love them all. Thank you guys. You got to come here.
Ooh.
You got to check it out. Have a sip with us at home, and then I think Abe now has something going on up at the stage, right? I can see him up there.
Ooh, I see him up
He's
there
looking
too.
svelte, by the way.
What
he
is
looks great.
doing? I can't even. When I walked in the office last week, I was like, "What,
Yeah.
Abe? You look amazing,
Well,
dude."
let's throw it up to him. Abe, take it away.
Welcome back. I got to tell you something. When Kim says nice things about me, it makes me feel good. But when Paul says it, I get the skeeves, Paul. Please. That's a joke for the virtual people at home. You got it. Anyways, before our next segment, there was a young lady running up insisting to wanting to give me a gift. I was running around, so I took it from her. I don't know if I gave you a proper thank you, but it was a young lady from Fedora's Cigar and Wine Bar in Punta Gorda. So I want to say thank you because this is probably the most useful thing I need right now is to clean my glasses. So thank you very much. I'm going to put this, there she is. Thank you. I was running around. I couldn't say thank you. Thank you. All right. We're going to try this one more time. Does anybody know what time it is? It's raffle time. My man. All right. Giving away 5 prizes. And for those of you at home virtually just joining us, or if you've been with us, you can win 2. You're automatically entered. If a virtual person wins the prize, we will contact you next week to coordinate possible shipping fees. If you're here live, If you win, please make your way down Whiskey Row. Don't take a pit stop. Make your way down Whiskey Row to the very end. See security at the end. Marissa will be there. You will get your prize, all right? Let's go through this. Prize number 1 from Black Label Trading Company. First Great Smoke was last year, Year of the Dragon. They're back again this year. Check out our friends at Black Label Trading Company. It's the executive Black Label Trading Company package, and the winner is a little fast there. I think that's Rick. It's either Lick or Rick Beaver. I'm going to go with Rick. We don't want to be licking beavers. Rick Beaver from Florida, congratulations. You are here live. I saw that, Holly. I saw that. Rick Beaver, congratulations. Please make your way down to collect your prize. Rick Beaver. That kind of just sounds fun to say. Beaver. All right, prize number 2. It's an 80th limited edition humidor from the fine folks at My Father Cigars. And let's see who the winner is. Jason Favlowski, another Floridian taking the prizes this year. Jason Favlowski, sounds right. Jason, congratulations. That definitely wasn't as fun as Beaver, I'll tell you that. Beaver was much better. Jason, make your way down. Congratulations, you've won a prize. Prize number 3. This is a pretty cool set from the fine folks over at McAuliffe. It's the whole color series. The 3 ashtrays, the 3 cutters, and a 50 count humidor. Let's see who that winner is. David Hatfield, another Floridian, wow. David Hatfield, congratulations. David Hatfield, you are in the house. You won a prize, David Hatfield. Please come down and collect the prize. Prize number 4 from the fine folks at Altinus USA and our dear friend Rafael Nodal, a Komodo grill. Those things actually are pretty badass. So let's see who the winner of the Komodo grill is. No, almost. Devon Carwile from my home state, Illinois. You are here live. Devon Carwile, you have won a prize. Please make your way down. And the final prize, you got a sneak peek already, the Liga Privada poker table from the fine folks over at Drew Estates. We're going to give this away to you guys right now. Let's see who the lucky winner of that prize is. Marcus Wood, actually smoking local Marcus Wood. You just won yourself a poker table. Marcus Wood, make your way down. All right, don't worry. We got 3 more rounds of doing this, and we got a lot more stuff for you at home and you folks here live. Right after this, we're going to take a short break. Did you take a break? Did you take the break or no? I missed my cue, sorry. Up next, for your entertainment, although the name doesn't quite fit the attire, we have for you the Miami Vice Quartet.
We are halfway into the Great Smoke 2025.
Dude.